Alrighty, guys. So welcome. Bo Jackson is back after a 6-month hiatus. We made it all the way up to game number 104, but it's really not because we really went to game 99. And starting with game 100, I went out of the park and played a couple games, and thinking because I was just burned out on inside pitch. And so what I'm going to do is go back and replay those games because they didn't really count because they weren't in inside pitch. So we are in game number, that's right, 100, 100. So Bo Jackson's back. We're going to try and get like 6 games done today. We'll do a couple live stream double headers. So we got 2 games against Boston here at Boston. This is game number 100. Let's take a look at the lineup. So for Kansas City, they're 53 and 46 at this point under my expert toolage and guidance. We got Willie Wilson in center field, Kevin Steitzer third, George Brett at first, Pat Tabler as the DH, Matt Winters, and right fielder Bob Boone the catcher, Frank White at second base, Bill Picotta is shortstop, Gary Thurman is in left field, and our main man, Brett Saberhagen, is pitching. We'll look at his stats when he comes up. We have Wade Boggs, Jody Reed, Kevin Romine, Mike Greenwell, Danny Heap, Nick Isaski, Jim Rice, Luis Rivera, and Rich Gedman. For Boston pitching is going to be Eric Heitzel. Nope. Don't want to do that. Eric Heitzel, yeah, this is the first time we've seen him this season. Of course, the other team, not Kansas City, will only have the stats for the games that we actually played against them. So right now we're 4-3 against Boston. We've got two more games against them. Let's see how we do. This is in Fenway Park. So we got no adjustments on the strikeouts, +3 to walk, and nothing on the home runs. Here's the defensive alignment, and away we go. Eric Heitzel against Willie Wilson. And away we go. 3-1 is a walk plus, and that's going to walk Willie Wilson to start off the game. Willie Wilson, he's going to try and steal second base. He's got a pretty good shot at it, and away he goes. And he rolled a 19, so he's going to be caught stealing. Willie Wilson out at second, caught stealing. That's not the way to start off. Kevin Steitzer, 2-6. That's going to be a Fenway Park check. 2-3. It's going to be a single. We're going to check for a double, and it is a double. So off the wall and running all the way to second base, Kevin Steitzer. So 2 up, 2 hits. That's not bad. George Brett batting .251 in this season, 4-1. And 1-4. That's going to be an 8. Oh, just missed the triple. That's going to be a deep fly ball into right field. And no advancement on the out. So 2-way for Pat Tabler, batting .274 in the season. 52. Is he hit by the pitch? No, he's not. And a 1-5. That's going to be a groove into center field. And all that hard work, and Kansas City comes off scoreless. Unfortunately, got caught stealing, or else that could have been a good inning for us. All right, Brett Saberhagen, let's take a look. He is 14-2. He's going for the Cy Young. 2.43 ERA, 152 innings pitched, 132 hits, 24 strikeouts, only 26 walks. He is awesome. I love when Saberhagen pitches because it normally means a win. Well, we'll see. Wade Boggs batting .207, 5-4. He's not hit by the pitch. 64. That's going to be a single into left field. So both teams getting off early here. Jody Reed batting .667 against Kansas City. And that's going to be a range play, which we know we're not so good at. 5-4. That's going to be into Thurman in the left field. He failed to check. He can't make it. That's going to be first and second. No one out here for Boston, the dreaded Red Sox. Kevin Romine, center fielders, up 2-5. And possible strikeout. And it is a strike. Yes, the number has to be less than. So it is a strikeout. Normally red does mean not click on it. I wish they would fix that. But anyway, strikes him out. So following out for Saber agent, Mike Greenwell, the left fielder. And that's going to be a possible strikeout, but he missed it. Fouled that one off. 24. Against the righty, he's going to be a double into center field. Coming around to score, Jody Reed. And Mike Greenwell. He stays at... So 2 scored. Boggs and Jody Reed, sorry. On the double, Danny Heap, right fielder. 1-6. Lefty, 66. That's a ground ball hit down to Brett. Out at first. 2-away. 1-4. A ballpark check here. 61 is going to be a deep fly ball. Wilson on his horse goes back, makes the catch. 3 hits. No errors, 2 runs, and Boston takes a 2-0 lead going into the top of the second inning. Matt Winters batting .228 for Kansas City, the right fielder, 5-4, and strikes out. Wookin on the curveball there by Eric Heitzel. Bob Boone, the catcher, .267 average, 64. That's a range play. Let's see how Boston is on their range plays. That's going to be into right field. Heap failed to make the check, and it falls in for a single for Bob Boone. That brings up Frank White. Pretty good bunter, but 2 outs. I'm sorry, 1 out. Top of the second. Yeah, I'm not going to sacrifice. That's okay. 2-4 against the right-hander. 41 against the right-hander. That's going to be a single past Boggs. And stopping his second will be Bob Boone. So 2 on, 1 out here. They're going to try the pickoff. And 6 is nothing. So no pickoff there. They tried it. Bill Pacoda batting .242, 5-3. And that one is going. It's launched there into the air. It's going, and gone. Bill Pacoda on the season had only 1 home run. In real life, he had 3. But now, in game number 100, Bill Pacoda gets his 2nd home run of the season and puts Kansas City ahead 3-2. Big one there for Bill Pacoda, the shortstop. Launches that one here at Fenway Park. Gary Thurman, .269 average, so left fielder. And that is going to be a walk by Eric Heitzel. So, yeah, still only 1 out. He's going to try this steal. This time he is in there safe as Gedman can't get the throw there quick enough. Kansas City has more going here in the top of the second inning. Willie Wilson walked his first time up. Center fielder. And it's coming off of Wilson's card here. 55. That's going to be a double into center field. That one's going to fall in. Romine can't get it. It takes a bad hop on him. Coming all the way around to score is going to be Willie Wilson, and we go up 4-2 against the dreaded Red Sox here. They decide to have a little meeting on the mound here. Check on Eric Heitzel. Looks like he pulled a shoulder muscle. He shakes the trainer off, though. Wants to stay in the game. Doesn't want to get pulled here in the second inning. Kevin Steitzer, third baseman, .264 average. Hit a double his first time up. 6-3. Possible error if we get a ground ball. 5-3. That is going to be a ground ball to Reed. And it is an error on Reed as he bobbles it. It gets by him. And it's going to be a one-base error, allowing Steitzer to reach first base and Willie Wilson to get to third base. Still only one out here in the second inning. George Brett, .250 average. 0 for 1 on the day, the first baseman. And they're going to walk the bases loaded here. And this is quickly becoming disconcerting for the Red Sox as they are thinking. The managers in the dugouts talking to the pitching coach here, wanting to see if there's something wrong with Hetzel's delivery. 1-5 and no strikeout. Pat Tabler, 5-3, and that's against the righties, going to be a double. And stomping at third is going to be George Brett. And another 2 runs come across. Willie Wilson, Kevin Steitzer both score. And that's it. The manager's pulling them. The manager is coming out. And Eric Heitzel is not happy about that. So they're going to make the change early. They're going to go with Joe Price. They got a lefty and then a few righties up, but they're going to bring in Joe Price here to come in. So Joe Price, let's see if we've seen him yet. No, yeah, he's pitched 1 inning. He's a 9 ERA, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Kind of a interesting inning he had. But they're going to go with Joe Price, the lefty. Runners at second and third, still only 1 out. Matt Winters up 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 6-2 Kansas City in the top of the second. And a possible wild pitch. That is a wild pitch. Runners advance, another run home as Joe Price throws one in the dirt. Still up, Matt Winters, 7-2 Kansas City. 4-2. That's a strikeout of Matt Winters. 2 away now. Bob Boone due up. 6-3 and no strikeout there. And a fly ball is going into Heap's area. He makes a good play along the line, and Kansas City finally ends the top of the second inning with 5 hits, 1 error, and 7 runs across to take a 7-2 lead for Brett Saberhagen. Jim Rice up 242 against Kansas City. The DH. 3 and a 4, and 15 is outside the range, so no home run check. And he's got himself a single into right field. So Jim Rice aboard. And Luis Rivera. 2-2, and that time it's a strikeout. Rich Gedman betting 250 against Kansas City this season. No walk. And a 2-5. That's going to be a pop-up to Steitzer. Involuntary makes the catch 2 away for Wade Boggs, who's 1 for 1, scored a run. And no strikeout of Boggs. 2-4. That's going to be a single by Boggs right past Pacoda. And stopping at second is Rice as Thurman's able to get that one in quickly. So runners at first to second, 2 away for Jody Reed. Starting to get the the Boston faithful back into the game here. If something good can happen, 6-4. That's going to be a fly ball to Thurman. Thurman looks at it and puts his sunglasses down, makes the catch, and they give up the 2 hits, but no runs, no errors. Going into third inning, 7-2 Kansas City. Frank White's up. He is 1 for 1 and scored a run. 2-1 and strikes out on the curveball. Doesn't strike out much. Bill Pacoda, 36. Oh, home run check it is. So 1-17 down here. Bill Pacoda, who had 2 home runs so far in the replay and had 1 home run already, could match his season total if the blue dice down here is a 1-17. Can it be? Can it be back-to-back jacks by Bill Pacoda? It's going. It's going. It's gone. Bill Pacoda making a play for MVP of the game as he's hit 2 home runs in the ace spot. Gary Thurman. 1-6. Strikes him out. 2 away. 8-2 Kansas City. 41 hit by the pitch. Nope. Wilson will take this one. He's going to deliver it to center field. Romine makes the play, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. 8-2 Kansas City. Saberhagen back out on the hill. Romine 0 for 1. Righty-righty matchup. 3-5. That's going to be a fly ball to Wilson. Mike Greenwell 1 for 1 with a double. 2-4. This time it's going to ground ball. This time it's scooped up by MVP Bill Pacoda. And Danny Heap, the right fielder. He strikes out. That's number 3 of the day for Brett Saberhagen. Cruising right along through 3 innings. Go to the top of the 4th, 8-2 Kansas City. Kevin Steitzer's up 2-4. Righty-righty matchup. And 6-3, that's going to be a fly ball to Greenwell. 1 away. 1-5. And that's going to be a single, and that's going to be it for Joe Price. He tried to get that through that lefties, but he couldn't make it. So coming into the game to pitch for your Boston Red Sox, let's see, who do we have coming up? A righty, lefty, and then a bunch of righties. Is going to be Dennis Lamp is going to come in to pitch. Dennis Lamp, let's take a quick look at him. So far against Kansas City, he's 1-1 with 1 save, a 2.73 ERA. 3 1/3 in his pitch, gave up 3 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks. Alrighty. Ooh, they want to put the steal on here with George Brett. Up 8-2. No, I'm not going to do it. Up 8-2. No sense enforcing outs. 3-2. That's a ground ball hit to Saski. Can they pull the double play? They cannot. Only plays it first. George Brett still makes it to second. So 2 away now. George Brett in scoring position for Matt Winters. 3-4. He's a lefty. And a 1-2. It's a ground ball hit to Reed. And 1 hit, no runs, no errors. Going to the bottom of 4. Saberhagen. 3 strikeouts on the day. 2-1. Oh, couldn't make it against Nick Asaski. 4-4 fly ball. Going to Winters, makes the catch. Jim Rice. 3-6. Jim Rice, 3-3, and he's got another single. Jim Rice. Luis Rivera. 4-6. Almost clicked the wrong button there. 4-6. 4, 5. It's going to be a double. So back-to-back hits. And they got runners at second and third. One away here. Defense is going to play in for Rich Gedman here. 2-6. Didn't matter. Strikes him out. So 2 away now. For Wade Boggs, who's 2 for 2. And they are going to intentionally walk Boggs. Load the bases here. Boggs is 2 for 2. They'd rather face the lefty Jody Reed, so we're going to intentionally walk him. Let's see. It's going to be a walk. There we go. All right, so bases loaded. Saberhagen. Saberhagen chooses to pitch around Wade Boggs. Gets to Jody Reed, who's also 1 for 2 on the day. 5, 6, and oh, it was such a good call, but the dice would not cooperate. 2, 6, and it does not cooperate as Jody Reed comes in with a double. 6, lead runner thrown out. So trying to go home, Jody Reed. No, I'm sorry. It would be third, Wade Boggs. So 6 and then a 2. Lead runner thrown out. But if the trailing runner, base runner, it's not going to matter. He is thrown out trying to go home. And they do get 2 runs on 3 hits, though. Cut that deficit to 8-4 going in the top of the 5th inning. Bob Boone due up. 6-3. Range play here. 41. It's going to Reed, who can't get it. It scoots through the hole. And aboard is Bob Boone. You want to sacrifice, not up 4 runs, we're not sacrificing. Frank White. Range play at the ballpark. Interesting combination here. 5-5. That's going to be a catcher. Gedman can't make it. He failed it as it's a little dribbler in front. Hustling down the line. Frank White gets there in time. Gedman throws the ball to second. Almost over the head of Reed, but tragedy for Boston as it's 2 runners on with no one out here for Bill Pacoda, who's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 runs and 4 RBIs. Do they intentionally walk Bill Pacoda? No, I don't. I guess you have to pitch to him with nobody out. Can't load the bases with no one out. 4-6 and no strikeout. Bill Pacoda 2-6 and that's going to be a single. 2-6 past Rivera, and we do have the bases loaded. Still no one out. No advancements on the play. That brings up bases loaded. Gary Thurman. Do they play in? Do they give up the run and try for the double play? That is a good question. The base runner's pretty slow. They're going to play in. Defense plays in, trying to keep that run off the board. And strikes out Gary Thurman. So 1 away. Now, with 1 away, do you play back and go for the double play? I don't. Again, you still have a slow. I think they're going to play in again. No, I think most teams would, in this case, play back, go for the double play. So they're going to play back. I'm not going to squeeze with the slow runner at third. Sorry. So Willie Wilson. Ooh, just missed the walk. And a 1-3. That's going to be a single into left field. Greenwell can't make the play. Coming around, Frank White, and he goes through the stop sign. He comes inside. Here comes the throw. He's saved. 2 runs back In for Kansas City is Bob Boone and Frank White. Both cross the plate in the top of the fifth inning. 10-4 Kansas City. Hello, Al Red Sox fan. What's going on, my friend? Unfortunately for you, your Boston Red Sox. It's been a heck of an interesting game, though. Interesting game. We are going to be doing a doubleheader, yes. We're actually going to be playing both games against Boston. Game 100 and game 101 against Boston here. So this is the top of the fifth inning. Steitzer against Dennis Lamp. 3-2. And should have been there we go. And he's out. 2 away for George Brett, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. 3-2 against the lefty, George Brett. 2-6, and it's going to be a fly ball into right field. Saberhagen comes back out against Kevin Romine. 0 for 2 on the day. 2-4. Fly ball to right. Mike Greenwell, 1 for 2 with a double. He strikes out. And Danny Heap. 5-3 arranged play. And a 44. That's back to the pitcher. Saberhagen can't make the play. Gets by him. Scoots in. Pacoda tries to track it down. Not in time. On first base, Danny Heap. Nick Asaski, who's 0 for 2. 6-6. Possible error on a throw. 3-5. It's going to be a single. No error. And we have the lead runner advances if the rule is less than or equal to the trailing runner, base runner adjustment. So check second die on the 1 chart. Lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base runner. The trailing runner advances on the throw. So he advances, and then because they threw to try to get him out at third, if the trailing runner's base runner, 3, is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base running, 3, he goes to second on the play advance. There you go. So 2A brings up Jim Rice, the DH, who's 2 for 2 on the game. Saberhagen not having his best pitching performance, but his offense is certainly helping. 4-5. Uh-oh, another range play. Come on, defense. 6-6. That's going to be to Thurman, who fails to make it. 6-1. The lead runner advances, ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So coming to score is Nick Saski, but the throw's coming home. No, Saberhagen cuts it off, throws it to second, and he is thrown out trying to go to second on the play, but 2 runs do score for Boston, who's not giving up on this game, and they have scored 2 more runs. So it's now 6-10. So Pat Tabler due up. 1 for 3 with a double, 4-5. And no walk for Tabler. 3-5. And that's going to be a single pass Boggs. Matt Winters, 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. And he walks. So 2 men on. Dennis Lamp is now officially tired. He's now in the 6th inning. Let's see who we have left here. He's a lefty. All right, they're going to bring in Bob Stanley into the game here. Bob Stanley, let's check out Stanley's stats. He's pitched 2 innings against us. or I'm sorry, two ERAs, pitched 9 innings, given up 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks in his time against Kansas City here. 10-6, top of 6, runner at first, no one out. Bob Boone, 2 for 3 on the day. It's been a hitter's day here in Boston. We have a possible wild pitch, and yes, a wild pitch by Bob Stanley, and the runners advance a base each. We go back, try again. 6-4, and no strikeout. Bob Boone, he's going to line this one into right field. Show runner on second flyout chart. Roll 1d6. If less than the sacrifice rating of batter, runner scores. Shows green. Runner in third, less than 2 outs. Roll a d6. If less than the sacrifice rating of batter, runner scores. It is a 2. This is also a 2. I don't know if they meant to put less than or equal to. It would be red if I am not going to advance him. Even though it shows green, it says if the D6 is less than the rating of the batter. The D6 is not less than the sacrifice rating of the batter. So we're just going to leave him on second and third and click for next batter. So I might have screwed Kansas City, but I feel, oh, they want to put on a squeeze play. Pat Tabler is slower than molasses, though. I'm not going to do it. One away for Frank White, 1-5, and that's going to be a single. That's going to drive in 2 runs as Matt Winter comes around to score. 2 runs across as Frank White delivers. Bill Pacoda, with all this hitting going on, though, we keep forgetting Bill Pacoda is 3 for 3 on the day with 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, and 4 RBIs. In real life, he only had 3 home runs. Going into this game, Bill Pacoda only had 1 home run all season, and he's hit 2 here in Fenway Park today, to the amazement of everyone and to the disappointment of all of the baseball Boston fans. 6-4, and that's going to be a liner down to Boggs, and the runner is doubled up. Runner is doubled up on the play, and that's going to do it on 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Again, a lot of interesting plays going on here. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 12-6 Kansas City, as they have offense has exploded here in Fenway Park. 3-4. Liner out to Steitzer. Rich Gedman 0 for 2. Possible error check. 5-3. Pacoda, and that is an error. 3 and a 3, so error on Pacoda. It's 1 base error. We've had errors. We've had pickoffs. We've had people getting caught stealing. We've had plays in the outfield. We've had a ball cut off and the run scores, the lead, and then the trailing runner caught advancing. We've had just about every play you can imagine so far in this game. It's been quite an entertaining game. Wade Boggs, 2 for 2, 5-5. And we got a Fenway Park check, as how Red Sox fan would say. Fenway Park check. 6-4. That's going to be fly ball up against the big green monster, but Thurman leaps up and makes the catch. 2-4. And that's going to be a fly ball again to Thurman out there. And that's going to do it. We're going to the 7th. 12-6 Kansas City. Gary Thurman 6-3 against Bob Stanley, as Al Red Sox fan says. That's Stanley Steamer. Oh boy. And that's going to be a single by Gary Thurman. That one's laced in past Reed and out into right field. He trots down to first and stays there. Willie Wilson. Look at these stat lines in some of these players today. It's been amazing. 2 for 3 with a double, a walk, a run, 3 RBIs for Willie Wilson. Good Lord. 6-1 error and a ground ball possibility. Let's see. 3 and a 4. That's a ground ball hit to Asaski. No error. And that's going to be a ground ball double play as Asaski turns it over to Rivera. Rivera back to Asaski. And that's a 3-6-3 double play. Clears the bases for Boston. Kevin Steitzer, 1 for 4 with a double. That's all he has on his stat line. 2-2 and no strikeout. And a 6 and a 2. And that's going to be a little nibbler back to Stanley Steamer. And Stanley Steamer gets out of the inning. Brett Saberhagen is tired, but they're going to leave him in. We're going into the 7th inning stretch. Everyone's singing now, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Kevin Romine 0 for 3 on the day. And no strikeouts. Just missed that strikeout. 3-3. That's a ground ball hit to Brett. Brett takes it to the bag himself. Mike Greenwell 1 for 3 with a double. 54 hit by the pitch. No, Greenwell dodges that one. 31. That's a ground ball down to Brett. Brett's going to take it to first base himself. Sound like a broken record. Danny Heap 1 for 3. And we got us a Fenway Park check. And that one's going up against the Green Monster. That's a double off the Green Monster for Danny Heap. Saberhagen stays in. Nick Asaski's got to get through 7. 5-5. And we got us a Fenway Park check again. Back-to-back Parks. That's off the Green Monster and another double, and that's going to score a run. Back-to-back doubles. They're going to take Saberhagen out now as he's given up his 7th run of the game. Unbelievable. They're going to be bringing in our buddy Tom Gordon. Tom Gordon's coming in. His record is 2-2 with a save. 2.82 ERA, 89.1 innings pitched, 70 hits, 75 strikeouts, 40 walks. Let's see if Tom Gordon against Nick Asaski and Boston again will not give this game up. Bottom of the 7th, runner at second, 2 away, and 1-2. Good thing I pulled Saberhagen. That would have been a single, automatic single. 2-4, and that's a single anyways. And coming around to score, Nick Asaski, and they cut in that lead again. It's now 8-12. Luis Rivera still runner at first, 2 away. Come on, Tom Gordon, buckle things down. We got a range play. This is never good for Kansas City. 2-2. That's going to be a short. Pacoda, he can't make the play. Gets by him. And stopping at second is Jim Rice. So Boston can cut the lead again. One big hit by Rich Gedman. Although Gedman is 0 for 3 on the day. As Al Red Sox fan says, at the old ball game. And it's not in that range. 52. This one goes back to the pitcher, Gordon, and Gordon flips it over, and they saw a big sigh of relief as they finally get out of the inning. 4 hits, 2 runs, no errors for Boston. We go to the top of the 8th in a very entertaining game. 12-8 Kansas City. This game is not over. We got 2 more action-packed innings to go. George Brett, 1 for 3 and a walk, scored a run. 6 and a 5. More Fenway Park action. 61, and that one's into right field for the out. Pat Tabler, the DH, who's 2 for 4 with a double, scored a run, 2 RBIs. No hit by pitch. It's been a very clean game, which you don't expect when you play Boston because they're always up to shenanigans. Matt Winters, 0 for 3, a walk, 2 strikeouts, and scored a run. So he's about the only one that hasn't done anything for Kansas City. Matt Winters, come on, Winters, do something. 3-2. That's a fly ball in his center. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Stanley Steamer at the old ball game. Went to a baseball game, and a football game broke out at Fenway Park between the old AFL rival Boston Patriots and Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, that reminds me. That's interesting you brought that up because, yes, today Kansas City plays New England in the championship football to see who goes to the Super Bowl. It's interesting that I would play this on that day. So maybe this will be an out. This will determine who's going to win the football game today. All right, Kansas City, bottom of 8. Tom Gordon, Wade Boggs, 2 for 3. 1-4 and no strikeout. 45 and another single for Jody Reed, 2 for 4 with a double last time up that put 2 runs across. 3-4 and walks. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's it for Tom Gordon. His day's done. He doesn't have it today. Come on now. We're going to be ringing in Jeff Monte. Monte's coming in the game. Jeff Montgomery. Come on, Monty. Let's look at his 4-3, 10 saves, 4 ERA, 74.1 innings pitched, 77 hits, 67 strikeouts, only 17 walks. Runners at first and second, no one out. Kevin Romine, 0 for 4 on the day. He's a average, slightly better than average bunter. I'm going to play corners in just because I think they would play corners in, thinking they might bunt. But he doesn't. 2-4. Fenway Park check, and this could, oh boy. 2-1. Yep, that's going to be bad. That's a single pass White. And coming in to score, Wade Boggs. Jody Reed goes to third base. And we got runners in the corner. Still no one out and a run across. Again, Boston will not. I mean, they should just lay down and let us win this game. Come on. Runners at the corners. No roll. We're going to re-roll it because I'm going to play defense in here. Come on. I can't click it because I already rolled the dice. All right, well, just know the defense will be in, which is going to adjust their ranges if it comes to that. So just 4-3. Error and a ground ball possibility. 4-3. That's a fly ball. If the D6 is less than the sacrifice rating of the batter, the runner scores. So this time, runs in. So 2 more runs across for Boston. It is now 12-10 here at the old ball game. Danny Heap. 2-1 and no strikeout. Come on, Monty. 5 ball to right field. 2-way, thank God. Come on, Nick Esaski. Come on. 4-4. That's a fly ball to right. Shoo. Going to the top of the 9th. We got us a ball game. 12-10. Al Red Sox fan has on his rally cap. I am sure of that. And they are going to make the pitching change over to Rob Murphy. Rob Murphy's coming in to pitch for the old Boston Red Sox here. He's got one save so far against Kansas City, 7.66 ERA, 4 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, only 2 walks. He's going to be facing Bob Boone, Frank White, and Bill Pecota, 6, 7, and 8 hitters, but they have done some damage today. Bob Boone, 2 for 4 and scored 2 runs. 2-3 home run check, and Bob Boone does not hit any home runs against lefties, unfortunately. This time it's going to be a deep fly ball to the warning track. Greenwell's back and makes the catch. Frank White, 3 for 4, a strikeout, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Good day for Frank White as well. 5-2, wild pitch, nobody on base, doesn't matter. 5-3, and that's going to be a walk, Frank White. Walk to Frank White. That brings up Bill Pecota, that is shortstop. 3 for 4 in the day, 2 home runs, scored 2 runs, 4 RBI day for Bill Pecota. Can he make it the hat trick in home runs? 1-4, nope, but he will walk. That brings up back-to-back walks by Rob Murphy. That brings up Gary Thurman, 1 for 3 on the day with a walk, 2 strikeouts, scored a run. One big hit could put a little bit of distance here. And another walk. That's back-to-back walks by Rob Murphy, and it loads the bases here. Did Boston play back and go for the double play, or do they pinch in and try to keep that run off the board? Runner at third is pretty fast, Frank White. He's not a speed burner, but he's pretty decent. Your double play is going to be from first and your batter, which is Willie Wilson, which is very fast. He's got a 5 base running. And Gary Thurman on first is 4, which is very fast. So chances of getting a double play against those two guys probably pretty small. So I'm going to play in, try to get that run cut down at home. We'll see what happens. 6-6, error to throw possibility. Let's see, 62. That's a ground ball hit to Boggs. And it's an error on Boggs as he tries to throw it home. Goes over the head of Gedman. Gedman tries to track it down. It's going to be a 2-base error. Runs scoring everywhere on the error by Boggs. Frank White scores. Bill Pecota scores. 2 runs across on the error by Boggs. That is going to be the 3rd Boston error of the game. First on Wade Boggs. And that still puts runners at second and third with 1 out. Steitzer 1 for 5 with a double, scored a run. They're going to intentionally walk him to load up the bases to set up the double play again and face off against the lefty versus lefty matchup. So they're going to intentionally walk Steitzer. So walked him. To load the bases here in the top of the 9th, 14-12, 2 runs already in. They're going to play back, go for the double play, and hope and pray they can get it out. 6-2. Oh, no. And that's another walk as Rob Murphy has now walked 5 batters in this inning. Oh, my God. As I said earlier, this has been an interesting game. I can go back and watch this because this one has been just the craziest thing we've had, just about everything. I mean, what's the chances Rob Murphy in his whole actual season of 1989, he only walked 33 batters the whole season. 105 innings worth, he walked 33 batters. He walked 5 batters in this one inning so far. The chances is crazy. I mean, this got to be like 1 in a million. Holy cow, 4-1. We got a range play now. And it's a 4 and a 5. That's going to be into center field. Romine, and he makes the catch. Failed on the throw chart, so it's a 6. The lead runner thrown out. So trying to tag up and go home, Willie Wilson, who's thrown out by Romine, keeping that run off the board. But 3 runs on no hits and an error. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Jeff Montgomery versus Rice, Rivera, and Gedman. Jim Rice down by 5. Can Boston mount a comeback? No, as Monty gets a strikeout of Rice. Luis Rivera, 4-3, error and a ground ball possibility. 52, that's a fly ball, no error check needed. Rich Gedman, Boston's down to their last out. 2-4, and it's a Fenway Park check. Fenway Park, 4-6. That's a ground ball down to Steitzer. Steitzer picks it up, scoops, throws to Brett in time. Kansas City defeats Boston 15-10 in a wild affair here at Fenway Park. The win goes to Brett Saberhagen, goes to 15-2. Lost Eric Heitzel, who only lasted 2 1/3 innings, or 1 1/3 inning. He didn't even make it out of the second inning. We'll check here in a second. The save goes to Monty, his 11th of the season. Home runs, Boston had none. Kansas City 2 by Bill Bacota, his 2nd and 3rd of the season. Let's go to the game stats because this is going to be an interesting one to check out. It's a good old-fashioned slugfest here at Fenway. And the Red Sox rally in the 9th. Nope, says our Red Sox fan. So we have quite an interesting stat line. Let's take a look at this. So Eric Heitzel lasted 1 1/3 innings. We pulled him at the start of the top of the 2nd inning because he gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 ERA, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and a home run. So we pulled him for Joe Price, pitched a couple innings, then Lamp, then Stanley, then Murphy. Saberhagen, not great stat line himself, pitched a 6 2/3, gave up 13 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. All right, so Kansas City had a total of 15 hits, 3 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, both by Bill Bacota. They had 9 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 stolen base, 1 caught stealing. We had 2 double plays and 1 error on Bill Bacota. The Boston stat line, 17 hits. They had 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. They had 1 sacrifice fly and 2 errors, 1 on Boggs and 1 on Jody Reed. And what a game that turned out to be. Very fun and interesting game. We're going to save these game statistics, please. And there it is, game number 100. And it was a doozy. We're going to play a double header for you guys here. We're going to exit out. There we go. Oh my God, let's go. All right, so we're going to play individual team, 1989, Kansas City, and you can see, I think this is our last game against Boston for the season. No, Boston comes to Kansas City in a couple series, so. All right, looks like we have Tom Gordon starting the day against John Depso. We're going to turn the sounds off. Injuries, no. Everything else is okay. All right. Sure. Go. Play ball. Make it small. Let me fit it in the window here. There we go. All right, so we have Wilson, Steitzer, Brett Tabler, winners, Boone, White, Bakota, Thurman, and Tom Gordon pitching today. With Boggs, Jody Reed, Romine, Greenwell, Heap, Asaski, Rice, Rivera, Cerrone, and John Dobson, maybe. Dobson. He's 0-1 against Kansas City, 3.36 ERA, 10.2 innings pitched. Giving up 11 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. And, actually, the season series is tied 4-4. Boston was up 4-3, so I was thinking it was the other way around, but I guess it makes sense. Kansas City record improves to 54-46. They are now, 8 games above 500? Yay for us. Okay. Let's get things rolling here is John Dobson. Willie Wilson. Let's find out if this is a crazy game like the last one. Well, we'll start off with Willie Wilson. And this is exactly what happened last time. He walked to start off the game, and then he went to steal and got caught stealing. Let's see if he gets caught stealing this time. No, he's in there safe, stolen base. So this game is already different, although it had the same start. All right, Dobson, runner at second, no one out here. Kevin Steitzer, 51, and a strikeout for Dobson. Brings up Brett, 36. Wild pitch, 19. Oh my gosh, look at that! No wild pitch, just barely made it out of the range. It's good play there by Cerrone behind the plate. But Dobson then gives up another walk. So back-to-back walks. Nope, I'm sorry. Wilson and then Brett will walk. Pat Tabler, 3-5. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks so far. So interesting first inning. Come on, Matt. We need a big hit, big hit, big hit. 5-4. And another walk. So walks, the bases loaded. I'm telling you. Walks, the bases loaded. Although Boston, Fenway Park is +3 for walks. So you're going to get a lot of walks because there's not much foul territory to catch these foul balls in. Bob Boone, come on, Bobby. 2-3. It's coming off of Bob Boone's card. Come on. 221. That's not going to do it as he gets a fly ball into right field. Heap makes the play. Let's check out Tom Gordon. 2-2, 1 save, 3.01 ERA, 89.2 innings pitched, 73 hits, 75 strikeouts, 41 walks. Come on, Tommy. Against Wade Boggs, 4-2, and he's going to start off with a walk. This umpire has got a tight strike zone for sure. And back-to-back walks by Tom Gordon. Kevin Romine, 5-3. Oh my God. I was going to say, if he walked the bases loaded, I'm really going to be upset. 4-4. It's going to be a single, though, past Steitzer. And they're going to hold him at third, as Wade Boggs is not the fleetest of foot, but we got bases loaded, no one out. Defense playing in. Tom Gordon, Mike Greenwell, 5-6. And another walk by Tom Gordon. In the first inning, he's got 3 walks in the first run of the game. Danny Heap, 2-5. Uh-oh, we got a Fenway Park check, and I do not like Fenway Park. There's too many hits in this. This one's going into right field. It's a 9. It's a double. And that's going to fall in, and that's going to be a double. Stopping at third is going to be Mike Greenwell. 2 runs across Jody Heap, Kevin Romine, 3-0 Boston here. And Tom Gordon might not even get out of the first inning here. Nick Asaski, 1-3, strikes him out for the first out of the inning. Oh, they're going to try a pickoff. Nope, there is no, you don't roll it if there's no balk, pickoff, or pickoff error. So you don't roll that. So, Jim Rice, one away. Do you walk him? and hope to get a double play ball. Or just play in. Let's just play in. Jim Rice, 25. Oh no, another Fenway Park. God, 31. That's a fly ball. It's going to winners. Failed the check, and the sacrifice roll is not good enough. They're going to hold that second and third. Not deep enough there by Rice. Rivera, 2 away here. Can Kansas City get out of this inning without giving up anything else? No, they're going to go ahead and walk another runner. Rick Cerrone. And no. Oh, yes, this ump has got a very tight zone as nothing's falling in here. It's going to be a fly ball to winners again, and they do get on the inning, not giving up too much considering they gave up 4 walks. But they do get 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors going in the top of the second. Boston leads 3-0 against Kansas City. Frankie White had a good day yesterday. We got a range play at the ballpark. 21, that's going to be a single unless it's taken away by Reed. Reed makes a dive, and what a play by Reed. Diving stop, gets from his knees, throws it to a Sasky, and takes a hit away from Frank White. Frank White throws his bat in disgust. Bill Pecota, MVP from yesterday's game, 2 home runs. Probably never see that again for Bill Pecota. 4-5 is a ground ball to short. That's more like Bill Pecota. Gary Thurman, left fielder, 2-3. And the 34. That's going to be a ground ball to short. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Cruising right along is Boston here at bottom of the second. Back up to the top of the lineup, Wade Boggs, 3-4. He's got a fly ball. It's going to Thurman. It's 1 away. Jody Reed. No strikeout to Reed. 52. That's going to be an 11, which is a double by Reed into left field. So Jody Reed on. Kevin Romine, center fielder, batting .222. We got a range play, and these are never good for Kansas City. 1-2. That's going to be to Wilson, our only good defender. Actually, White's pretty good. He's a 4 as well. But we have a 1, a 3, a 2, a 2, a 2. So I'm glad it went to Wilson because it was successful. Yay! So 2 away for Mike Greenwell. 23. Oh, no. Another range play at the ballpark. 21, it's going to be a single on this. White, come on, White. Oh, just off the end of his glove, rolls in. And coming around to score, Jody Reed, as winners cannot get it in quick enough. Another run in for Boston, 4-0 Boston. Danny Heap. 1-1. Uh-oh, and it's going to be a home run check down here at the bottom. Blue dice, 1-6. It's a home run. It's going. It's going. It's going, caught. So 1 run and 2 hits, no errors. Boston takes a 4-0 lead into the top of the third inning. Back to the top of the lineup, Willie Wilson. We have a Fenway Park check. Let's see what we can do here. And, oh, it's a home run check. Nope. He's got a 4 and it's a 7, so it will not be a home run. It's just a lazy fly ball out. Will the Red Sox get their revenge? So far, so good, says Al, Red Sox fan. Yes, I agree. So far, so good. Steitzer, 1-6, and he'll walk. So man aboard. He's going to try and steal. And stolen base for Steitzer. Puts him in scoring position. 1 away for George Brett. 62, and no walk by Brett. 33, that's going to be a pop-up to Reed at second base. 2 away. Ooh, they're going to put on the steal to get him to third, and he's in there safe. Stolen base, Kevin Steitzer. Steitzer running these base paths a hard way. Runner at third. Wild pitch now scores him 4-6. No strikeout, Pat Tabler. The DH, 3-3, and that's going to be a single into left field, and the run's going to score, putting Kansas City on the board 4-1. Matt Winters, right fielder, no strikeout. 2-3, and that's going to be a fly ball that ends it. But 1 run and 1 hit, no errors to go to the bottom of the third, 4-1 Boston. Nick Esaski, 3-5, and that is gone. Nick Esaski in the regular season had 30 home runs. This is his 3rd home run against Kansas City in, this would be his 9th game. But that one is gone. To get that run back for Boston, gone. Jim Rice. And that does fall in the range, so that is an auto out to White. White makes the play. Easy play there. Rivera, 4-5, and he's going to strike out. And Nick Cerrone, 2-4. It's a possible error on a throw. 63 against the righty is going to be a fly ball out into center field, and Boston gets 1 run on 1 hit. The big home run by Nick Esaski. And they take that 4-run lead going into the top of the 4th inning. Bob Boone, 42. Aaron, a ground ball, possibly. 34. That's going to be a single into center field. We'll take it. Frank White, 35. Frank White strikes out. 1 away for Bill Pacoda. 55. Bill Pacoda. 62. Ground ball. Up is Reed over to Rivera. Rivera on to Sasaki. That is a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 Boston. Revenge is a dish served best cold, as Wade Boggs gets a check here. Oh, this one's going to be a single past Pacoda. Everything's going right for Boston today. Jody Reed, 1-2. And 63. That is a single. And stopping at second is Boggs. Oh, no, wait. Lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner. So he is actually going to advance. No. If the adjusted base running rating, runner holds if it's less than 1, and he's a 0. So he's going to stop at first and second. All right, take care, Al. Thanks for stopping by, brother. So first and second, no one out here, and can Jordan get out of the inning is the question. Wild pitch possibly. Oh, it's a pass ball. Pass ball. Great. 31 strikes him out. 1 away. Defensive play in. 1-2. Mike Greenwell. 4-3. That's a fly ball. Is it deep enough? It is going to be deep enough as a sacrifice fly. Scores the run. 6-1 Boston. Danny Heap. 4-6. And a 42. That's going to be a pop-up. Nope. Go to the top of the 5. John Dobson, cruising right along, has a 5-run lead going into the top of the 5th. 31. That's going to be a ground ball back to Dobson. Easy play there. Back to the top of the lineup. Willie Wilson, 4-6. He's going to strike out. Kevin Steitzer, 1-4. And we got a Fenway check. 34. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Sasaki. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. Tom Gordon, your day is going to be done, my friend. All right, let's see here. We're going to be bringing in Steve Fa. Steve Fa. How far can you take me, Steve? How far can you take me? Nick Gasoski's 1 for 2 with the big home run, single shot. Last inning, 2-5. That's going to be a single. Great way to start off. Jim Rice 0 for 2. 4 and a 6. He's going to walk, though. So, first two runners reach for Boston. 2-2, Luis Rivera. 3-3, that's a fly ball into left field. No one's going anywhere. Rick Cerrone, one away. 36, no strikeout. 43, that's going to be a ground ball hit to Pacoda. Pacoda spins, wheels. You advance. You're out at second. It's going to be a forced out at second. So runners at the corners, 2 away for Wade Boggs. 6 and a 2, no strikeout on Boggs. 66, that's going to be a ground ball to White. White picks it up, scoops, throws over to first in time. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. Go to the top of the 6th. 6-1 Boston. Kansas City needs to get some offense going. 6-4. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Reed. Reed Jasoski, 1 away. Pat Tabler, 5-6. No strikeout. And 35. That's going to be a single past Boggs. Between Boggs and Rivera for a single. Matt Winters, 0 for 1. 6-5, and he's going to walk. So Kansas City might have something going here in the top of the 6th. Runners at first and second. That's the 5th walk by Dobson. Bob Boone, 1 for 2, and no strikeout. Come on, Bobby. Give us a good one, Bobby. 30, 60, what are we doing? 63, fly ball in the left field. Nobody's going anywhere. 2-way for Frank White, 0 for 2 on the day. Come on, Frankie. 2-3, it's coming off your card, Frankie. 52, that's a fly ball. It's caught up in the air. Heap all over to the line. Makes the catch. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We go to the bottom of 6. Still 6-1 Boston. Jody Reed. 6-5. That's going to be a walk. Kevin Romine up. 1 for 3 on the day. Uh-oh. We got a Fenway Park check. 51. Oh, pops it up. Bob Boone calls off everyone. Takes the catch. 1 away. 4-5. Uh-oh. No, he's a lefty. Whew, good. Otherwise, that would have been a home run. 5-4, and that's going to be a single, though. Stopping at second base, Jody Reed. Danny Heap. Do we pull 4? I guess I'll let him go. We got to try. Oh, good choice. Strikes him out. 2-way. Nick Gasoski, 2 for 3 with a home run. 4-4. Oh, no strikeouts. Makes me sad. 5-4. Single. Scores, advances. Another run in. 7-1 Boston. 6-4. Strikes him out. All right, so, top of 7 now. Dobson cruising right along with a 6-run lead. Bill Pacoda, 2-5. And Pacoda, 36. Gets a single. Bill Pacoda is now 1 for 3. Gary Thurman, 3-6. Wild pitch. It is a pass ball. Nope, it's a foul pitch. Foul ball. 1-4. Oh, Fenway Park check. Come on, Fenway Park, be good to us. 4-3. 11. Oh my gosh. Click button for hit type. If home run check fails, click F. He's rolled an 11. 11 would be a home run check. Yeah, he doesn't hit any home runs. So click F, right? So he gets the out instead of the home run. He would have had a home run if his home run check would have worked, but Thurman doesn't hit many home runs, I guess. So unfortunate for us. Hit by pitch. Nope. 66 liner at second and no double play. Oof. 2-way. Kevin Steitzer, 44. Steitzer. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Wow, that was kind of anticlimactic. All right, what are we at? The bottom of the 7, right? So we got the old 7th inning stretch time. So take me out to the bowl game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never come back. So root for the home team. No, not the home team in this case. If they don't win, it's a shame. But it's 1, 2, 3. Strikes you out at the old ball game. Yes. All right. I guess we got to try and get far through the 7th if we can. If we can. And another single. Great. Nick Cerrone, 0 for 3. Strikes him out. Third strikeout. Wade Boggs. He's going to hit to shortstop. And if the roll is greater than runner on first, base runner, then they're forced at second. So he's forced. If the roll is greater than runner and first, base running, it is. Then it's forced at second, so it should be forced out at second. Fielder's choice. Jody Reed, 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 4-4. Damn, just missing those strikeouts. 5-6. That one is going to George Brett. All right. Top of 8. 7-1 Boston. This is game number 101. We're doing a double header here. If you missed the first game, I will not spoil it for you, but definitely go back and watch it. It was a very entertaining game. Very interesting. Very good game all the way around. I'm not going to spoil it and tell you who won or anything crazy, but it was probably a funnest game I've had in a long time. So if you missed game number 1, 5-4, I would highly recommend you go back, check it out. No error on the play. Matt Winters, 4-6. 61. 5. If the roll is greater than runners, I think he's forced out. And on to first. All right, Bob Boone. 3-3 walks. And that's going to be it for Dobson. He just ran out of steam. We're bringing back in righty or lefty. Who's coming up? Bunch of righties. So Rob Murphy's going to come in. Rob Murphy against Frank White. 3-4 strikes him out. We go on to the bottom of the 8th. So far's done. We're going to be bringing in Terry Leach into the game. 7-1 Boston. 6-4. Kevin Romine, 1 for 4. 34. So that was a ground out to second. Yes. All right. Missed what happened there. Hang on a second. All right. 55. Greenwell is a lefty. Oops. I click on the dashboard. There we go. 6-5. Fly ball into left field. Center field, that would be 5-3. Danny Heap, 6-4. That's a fly ball to left. So Kansas City down to their last 3 outs. Down by 6. Bill Pacoda. Fenway Park check. 2-4. It's going to be a single for Bill Pacoda. Get things going here. Gary Thurman, 0 for 3 on the day. Another Fenway Park. Come on, Fenway, be good to us. Single. Runner holds. I got to remember that if it's a 2-5, this is what happens. I think I screwed that up last game, but so runner's going to hold. So we have first and second, no one out. We got the switch hitting Willie Wilson due up. 4-4. Could have been a single. 5-6. That's going to be ground ball. Hit to Reed. And only play is at first. So one away. Runners in scoring position for Steitzer. Defense will play in. 4-1 rule. Oh, range play. That might have been a bad choice. 5-6, yes, against, because they're playing in, they're going to fail the check. It gets by them. Run's going to score. So Pacoda scored, Thurman scored, and it's now 7-3 ball game. George Brett's up. They're going to pull Murphy for Lee Smith, though, the lefty-lefty matchup. Four, five, 1-5. So it pops it up to second for the second out. Down to their last outs, Pat Tabler. And no strikeout. And a 4-3. It's going to be a ground ball to Reed. Reed keeps it up, throws to Osaski, keeps his foot on the bag. And that's going to do it. Kansas City defeated by Boston here at Fenway, 7-3. Boston wins. Boston wins. Oh, I still have my background from my other series I was doing, the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies 2010 playoff series in payoff status pro baseball. So let's save these game stats. And let's go check out the game line here. So Kansas City only managed 7 hits. No doubles, no triples, no home runs. 7 walks. 5 strikeouts. 3 stolen bases, 2 by Steitzer, 1 by Wilson. And 1 double play. Boston, 11 hits, 2 doubles. No triples, 1 home run by Nick Osaski. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, a sacrifice fly by Greenwell. No double plays, no errors. Tom Gordon takes the loss, drops to 2-3. 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, gave up the home run. John Dobson takes the win. He improves to 1-1. 7 2/3 innings. 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. 7 walks, 4 strikeouts. And no save, because it was not a save attempt. So game number 101, Kansas City drops down to 54 and 47, 7 games above 500. And Boston improves to 5 and 4 against Kansas City. There's 3 more games in Kansas City against Boston in a couple series. So thanks everyone for joining us. Very entertaining 2 games. And if you're just joining me, I would highly recommend you check out game number 1. It was very entertaining, very fun. Game number 2, not as entertaining, not as fun, as Boston takes the game 7-3. We'll see everyone next time. We'll do another doubleheader, and we'll see you guys then. So everyone take care, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.